Good morning and welcome to the Lorcana Coffee Hour. We're getting a little bit of a slow start today since it was Valentine's Day and I had to go do things related to flowers for my wife. So, yeah, went and got some flowers for her. Let's see. I think this is not quite text. Let's see. Wrong text window. All right, so let's see, we got that saved. Okay, so we're just gonna go in and we're gonna start playing some cards, having a coffee and playing some cards. Let's see if this new version is a little less buggy than the last two releases. All right, let's see. Ditch the high cost cards. Stick with the low cost cards. Okay, we've got a 1, got a 2, got a 3, got a 5. So that's pretty good. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to start off by inking a mini. And we're going to play a Duke of Wesselton. Yeah, Duke of Wesselton. Sure, why not? Oh, look at that. Oh, gosh, are we going to be playing a real classic sort of... Yeah, of course we are. There's no variety to this amethyst ruby shit. Never is. Hey, good morning, Cheyenne BB. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, viewer. Grab a cup of coffee and have a little card with us. Hey, thanks for the follow. I normally start this stream a little bit earlier in the day, but today was Valentine's Day, so I had to get out and buy flowers for my wife. So, looking about meta decks, let's see. Okay, so the one I'm playing this morning is a anti-meta deck. So this is called a Kird ape. It consists almost exclusively of low-cost cards that are either evasive or behave in a way that's very discouraging on the front end. And the stats on this deck are bonkers. I mean, I think I'm like 20-6 with this deck, so it's about an 80% success rate. Yeah, but it's got weird choices. So like you'll play Duke of Wesselton, I think. And well, okay, so here's the big thing about this particular deck. I think this particular deck is so effective because of how well curved the deck is. So I almost never have a problem with this deck as far as playing on curve. It's very unusual to get a deck that plays, I think, this well. And so usually by turn 4, turn 5, the person has realized that it is actually an aggro deck they can't deal with. Now, sometimes I get decks that, have a lot of removal, like... And so, again, I do have some losses with this deck. It's not a 100% win, but the number of hoops I've had to watch people jump through to beat this deck is pretty insane. Plus, it's a really low-cost deck. It's about... I think it's like a $25 or $30 deck on Pixelborn. But yeah, we're just going to stay on curve here. And it's going to be racking up tons of lore. Like, real quick. So yeah, it's an aggro deck essentially, but I think it's a really well-structured aggro deck. Like a lot of times like the Amethyst Ruby decks, I'll outpace them and hit 20 lore before they can hit 7 ink and play a Be Prepared. Like that's actually one of the cool things about it is I'll sometimes hit... It's not the fastest deck I've ever seen, but... Yeah, it doesn't feel like an aggro deck, but it is definitely an aggro deck. And it plays a bunch of weird cards, like it'll play Duke of Wesselton or Captain Tibbs, right, on like a turn 1, or Sergeant Tibbs, which I think sometimes will confuse people into thinking that the deck doesn't know exactly what it's doing. And it kind of lures them into this kind of a false prospect of, well, you know, this isn't going to be too bad. They think they have a couple turns, but then they don't. So, Monday purple green aggro genius deck, so it's okay. Yeah, okay. I haven't seen that one. Purple and green. That sounds terrifying. Hey, welcome to the stream, viewers. It's the Lorcana coffee hour. We're getting off to a late start this morning because I had to go buy flowers for my wife for Valentine's Day. Yeah, see, he's not going to be able to make it on this one. Yep. Okay. She can buy herself flowers. I mean, she could, but, you know, I don't know that that's as... Honestly, I don't know that that's quite as romantic as me buying her the flowers. I mean, is it... I don't think it's like self-appreciation day, is it? You mean Rapunzel? No. There we go. And it does not look like he wants to play. He did not want to play rematch. Okay, so then we're going to start off. We are 1 and 0 this morning. Let me update my little overlay here real quick, because this is a fun new thing I'm enjoying doing. 1, save, and let's do it again. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to taking this particular deck, because again, this is such a cheap deck. I'm really looking forward to taking this deck to my local card shop this Sunday and just trying to see if I can terrorize everybody there with it, because I have all the cards for it. So now I'm not gonna lie, this is not the most entertaining deck to play. I would much rather play either my Sapphire and Steel Cogsworth deck or my Emerald and Steel discard deck. Those are both a lot of fun to play, I think. But this deck is pretty consistent. And it tends to just hammer. It just hammers people. Alright, we're a little heavy on the 1 costs, so let's drop both the Fan the Flames, and we'll keep the other low cost guys. See if we can pick up a 3. Turn 3, good turn 3. There we go. We got Cheshire Cat, and we got a turn 4 in Hans. Alright, so that's good. So this is what I mean. Like, it's pretty easy with this one to mulligan, focusing on low cost cards, and you wind up with plenty of stuff to ink. You wind up with plenty of early turns to play. Again, I love playing Duke of Wesselton, because usually in my mind you play this card and the other person's going, what in the world is that even doing here? You know, because again, it's just such a gimpy low cost card at the beginning that I think it kind of lures people into like a false sense of security about how it's not really that aggro a deck, you know, and then it just goes totally bonkers. And yeah, so see, then you're gonna Inkish Sergeant Tibbs, and they're gonna be like, Sergeant Tibbs? What is Sergeant Tibbs doing in a deck? You don't put Sergeant Tibbs in a deck. But the stats don't lie. You know, again, this is the second version of this deck I've played. I had the original version of the deck. The only difference between the original version that I got a deck list for and this version is that the original version had 4 Hans cards in it, and I only owned 3 Hans cards at the time, although I've actually gotten one more out of a pack since then. So I subbed out one of the Hans cards with a Donald Duck, the one where, you know, when that's evasive, where when he takes damage, you know, he gets more lore he can quest for. So that was pretty fun. But let's see, we're gonna go. Okay, let's ink this mini. Let's play a Cheshire Cat. Let's keep on questing. But no, I think that the real genius of this particular deck, I think, isn't necessarily the strategy for the deck, but I think this is the most well curved deck I've ever played for an aggro deck. I've not played an aggro deck where I thought you were going to get such a consistent result out of how the deck played. Because it is, it's just super duper consistent. And see, in these early turns, when you don't have the evasive cards out, it's stuff like this Flynn Rider or the Cheshire Cat here, which are going to banish cards, so it kind of forces them to make some tough choices. You know, which cards are they going to lose? And you don't really care. You don't really care if you lose Duke of Wesselton or Flynn Rider. It doesn't matter. The cards are going to keep stacking up. And you wind up pretty early on kind of top decking, and it doesn't matter. Like, again, the cards themselves just, they really lend themselves towards, you know, a good level of... So we're going to keep... Well, what do we want? We want to go ahead and get... Yeah, let's get our first... Let's get our first evasive out, I guess. So we're going to go... We're going to ink the Hans. Play the Tinkerbell. Give the Cheshire Cat evasive. And quest for 3. And then there's the realization that we're behind on the lore, and that's okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to ink the Flynn Rider. We are going to play the Ray. We're going to quest for a bunch. Quest for 5. There we go. Also of note about this deck, the only non-creatures in this deck is this deck has 4 Fan the Flames in it. So you can exert creatures to keep them alive just a little bit longer. Now I think this is the first time with this deck I've played somebody who was playing a deck that wants to steal lore back away from you. So we'll see how that does. So let's go ahead, we'll play Queen of Hearts. Swipe that Lady Tremaine. We'll go ahead and quest for... And keep going. Basically need to stick to the evasives or he's going to be stealing lore every time he challenges. So that's good to know. Alright. And we win. There we go. So let's go ahead and see if he wants a rematch. Did he accept? Oh, he did accept. You know, I'm actually surprised by how often people do not want to rematch. Alright, so seeing this guy here, we've got nothing but high-end cards. So we're going to keep the 3. We're going to ditch all except for one of the 4s. And we're going to see if we can draw some low-cost cards. And here they come. Very good. See, now we got the 1, we got the 2, we got the 3. We're set now. Okay. Oh, see, even better. There's an Enchantress. All right, so we're going to let's play. We're going to let's ink the Tibbs. Play the Flynn Rider. Turn. In fact, while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and post the original deck list for this in the stream chat, so people can get a look at it. Alright, there's the original deck list for this deck. Alright, so we're gonna ink the LeFaux. Actually, let's do this. Let's ink a... How much does he quest for? Yeah, we're gonna ink the LeFaux. Play an Enchantress. Plus 1. And all the early cards are either these ones you don't really care about losing, like a Flynn Rider, Confident Vagabond, or they damage the other person, like the Enchantress Unexpected Judge, which on her turn goes to being a 3-1 if she's getting challenged. So that'll knock a lot of early things out of the game. Alright, so we're going to ink an Enchantress. I'm going to play a mini. Oh, is there a good mono ruby deck to run for Valentine's Day? Hey, do me a favor, post if you can find, like, if you've got a second and you've got a good mono ruby deck, you should totally post that in chat and I will absolutely try that out. Like, I don't think I've seen any mono-colored decks at all, so yeah, a mono-colored ruby would be wild. And what a good idea. You know, I was thinking about playing a Queen of Hearts themed deck, so I don't know if there's one that's a Queen of Hearts themed, even if it's not mono-colored. And great to see you this morning, Go-Go. Got off to a little bit of a late start, had to go buy flowers for my wife. Alright, so for our turn 4 here, let's go ahead. We're going to ink an Enchantress. Gonna play a Paw, everyone's favorite Pongo. And let's keep going. Hey, thanks for coming by this morning, Cheyenne, and thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Have a good day. So let's ink. Yeah, we're gonna ink the Hans and slap down a Cheshire Cat and Queen of Hearts, which we'll use to put Judy in. Well, it doesn't have to be great. We'll play it in honor of it being Valentine's Day. Hey there, Gear Hulk. You know, Challenger work. It depends on the cards. Some of them only work when they're challenging, and some of them work when they're being challenged. So, example, like a Prince Eric card in Steel, that only has Challenger when it is the one challenging. But Enchantress, like the one that's in my current deck, only works when she is being challenged. So she can't challenge people, but if you challenge her, she's going to smack you in the face. So it just kind of depends on the card. Hey, welcome to the stream, by the way, Gear Hulk. Nice to have you here. So let's see. Then we're going to go ahead and ink the... Well, no. Hey, thanks for the follow, sir. I appreciate it. And hopefully that made sense, that explanation for Challenger. Because, like, I don't think I have any out right now. But again, like a Prince Eric in Steel, it's a 1/3. If you're doing the challenging with it, it goes to being a 3/3. Enchantress, which I don't have one in my hand right now, but she's a 1/1. But if you challenge her when she's exerted, she becomes a 3/1. So they all have their ups and downs there. So we'll give Queen of Hearts face of this turn. It won't matter. But... Yep. There we go. Is it? Yeah, it might have another name, but... Sorry, dude. Can't kill it all. Although I, can't disrespect the man for playing it out. Let's see. Well played. Let's go ahead. We're going to drop down. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there we go. So that is... So we played 2 games with that guy. So that's going to move us up to... I believe that's going to be 3 wins. No losses so far this morning. Yeah, let's edit that real quick. Boop. 3 wins, 0 losses. All right, we're going to try... We're going to switch gears for a second, and in honor of Valentine's Day, I'm going to find this mono red deck that GoGo was suggesting. The Ruby of Rage is what it's called. So let's export this real quick to Pixelborn. Let's give this sucker a try. Rage-filled Ruby deck. All right, let's go collection, import. We're going to call this V-Day Madness. All right, here we go. First time I've ever played a monocolored deck in this game. What's it? I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look and see what's in it. Let's just start playing it, and we'll suss it out as we go. All right. Have any of you guys played mono decks before? I know GoGo played this one. He said it wasn't awesome. So anybody else played a mono deck before? Oh, that's the weirdest looking thing ever. Like one color. one color shows up and think I gotta be wondering, like, if the other guy's like, what the hell is this even about? I don't know what to mulligan for in this. So let's say maybe let's dump like a fidget. So sure, let's dump a fidget. I could see mono steel. So all right, let's ink. We're gonna ink a Goofy. Let's play a Felicia. You know, I really wish in situations like this, instead of showing an X, it would just show the other half of the rub symbol down here in the corner, but this is an unusual circumstance, so I get it. Let's see, let's go. Can't really use that yet, so let's ink. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I only play on ladder. Like that's where else would I play? Like, you know, all the harshness is on ladder, so I play on ladder all the time. I know you can play on lab and it's a little more relaxed, but you know, I kind of think this is a little more exciting. So let's ink a Maui. Sure. No, let's ink this Teeth and Ambitions because it's not super useful right now, I don't think. And we'll just pass. This is not a great start for this deck. 2 turns haven't really done anything. Alright, let's summon forth our army of fidgets, I guess. Alright, here we go. Ink a fidget. Gonna play. Now we're gonna play me first. We'll get another fidget out in a minute. Interesting, yeah. We'll say interesting decks in lab. Well, you know, maybe that would be a good thing for me to play more of is on the lab. Because, you know, I gotta be honest with you. Like when you start seeing like Amethyst and Ruby decks, you pretty much know exactly how the first like 5 rounds is gonna go regardless, because there's just so little variety to how that deck is played. Let's go ahead. We'll go to Maui for Inca Maui. Obviously, we got to use the Felicia here. Clear Cruella. We'll pass it. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the Lorcana Coffee Hour. We're a little late this morning. It's Valentine's Day. So in honor of Valentine's Day, our good friend Gogo has posted an all Ruby deck. So we're playing an all Ruby deck today in honor of V-Day. I've never played this deck before. I don't even know what's in it. It's got a lot of Reckless cards, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, that seems to be what it's playing. So let's go ahead. We're going to ink that Gaston. Let's get Goofy out. And see if there's any chance at all we're going to win this game. I'm not feeling confident about this deck, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, viewers, if you've got stories about times you've played a monocolored deck, do me a favor, post it in the about your experience in the chat there, because I'm very curious who has played a deck that was monocolored before, and if you did, what color was it? I think somebody mentioned playing a steel deck. Gogo mentioned this Ruby deck, which he didn't think was awesome, but it was one he had played. Anybody else played a monocolored deck before? Yeah, you know, and honestly, it's fun. Like, I think that's a fun thing to do. But that's actually, remember, that's one of the reasons I like that Kird deck, is I think playing, like, Duke of Wesselton on turn 1 is just perplexing to people. Like, they're not in any way legitimately prepared for you to do that. So, see, I got the Donald out just, like, 1 turn too late here. So let's see. Or one of your character cards challenges another character, you may draw a card. Queen of Hearts, Sensing Weak. Well, it's appropriate to have Queen of Hearts out, I guess, but you know what? Let's take out Mr. Cogsworth, because honestly, old Cogsy there is problematic. It was probably a mistake to do that, but I'm okay with that. I can live with that. It's an experimental morning. I mean, I'm not even at all bothered by the idea that I'm gonna lose today. This is just a silly sort of thing today. Okay, so, oh yeah, we can get Scar out though. He's fun. Can we get both of those? Yeah, we can get both of those. So let's go. Boop. Hiya! That was fun. You know, that's a card. I like that Scar card a lot. Almost never get to play it. Almost never get to play it. But it is that is a fun card. I've played in my card shop before and had a guy wipe out my... I was playing like an Amber aggro deck, and he plunked one of those guys down and literally just mowed them all down. I mean, he did a complete board clear with that Scar. Because everything was so weenie. Hey, welcome to the stream, viewers. It's the a little bit delayed Lorcana coffee hour today. Maui, here to bring pain. What else we got in here? Hey, thanks for the follow, 4D4M Gaming. Welcome to this. Welcome to the. Yeah, welcome to things. Let's see. Let's play the LeFaux, and let's untap him. Yeah, there we go. Do you? Let's. We got so many of these guys. Let's dump you in the Inkwell. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I actually win with this deck, I'm probably gonna spend 6 minutes laughing. So you might need to go. It might be a good opportunity for people to go refill their drinks, or use the restroom, or read a short book, because I'll be laughing so hard for so long if I actually win this one. There you go. Grab your swords is a good idea, friend. Oh, more beasts! All the beasts. Everybody's favorite Flavisham. So let's see. Let's go. You know, yeah, why not? Let's go Lady Tremaine, because that's always fun. Pick something to ditch. Probably gonna be Flavisham. I'm gonna guess. He's gonna ditch a Flavisham. Let's see what he does. Because he's not gonna get rid of the bell. He's not gonna want to get rid of either of the beasts. So my guess is Hiram. Yep. All right. Then what else can we do this turn? You're not a big enough rusher. Oh, but you know, I can nuke your. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go 2. Let's take out old Bell there. And let's ink a Queen of Hearts. And pass. Aw, poor Lady Tremaine. She lived a good life, brief though it was. Alright, let's start slapping stuff out here. So we're gonna play Pongo, we're gonna play Queen of Hearts. And it doesn't matter, because he's got more than 3. So let's say well played, and let's concede the game. Concede. Oh yeah, let's totally like play a rematch with this guy. I need like a Happy Valentine's Day emote. Nope. He's not going to play. Okay. Oh well. Alright. V-Day Madness. One more time. We'll play one more game here with this V-Day Madness deck. Yeah, I got to get off to work pretty soon. Even with my delay and getting off this morning, you know, I do got to go actually do work. Yeah. That is the weirdest looking thing. Amber red versus red. That is, again, I just, really in my mind, it's so much fun to imagine the other person looking at it and just going, what? 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 Wait, what am I playing against? Huh? Is this a thing? Themed days are fun. I like themed day. Alright. Especially since this is on the ladder and everybody's so serious. Everybody's always so serious on the ladder. Play LeFaux. Play Mini. Welcome to the stream, viewers. Think of Teeth and Ambitions. Play a Queen of Hearts. Yeah, and it's all Valentine's Day themed with this one. Oh, snap, I didn't pass. I gotta like, quest for Lawrence to pass. Very rude. Very rude of me. What do we got here? Is this a Minnie Mouse wide-eyed diver? Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna ditch old Minnie here. Let's get us a Pongo. Or no, we'll get this Minnie. Yeah. Part of our Inca Mini Play a Mini program. Now remember, if I actually win with the deck, this all-red deck, that's only mean that love conquers all. So we're going to Inca LeFaux. Play a Pongo. Quest for a bunch. Zip zap. So sorry, Goofy. Alright, so let's ink... Let's ink the... I don't know, Felicia's can't... Well, Felicia can't get these because they're... Yeah, we're gonna ink the Felicia. Let's summon another Goofy. Pongo's gonna take your evasive out. And we'll quest with many. There we go. It's gonna be a Merlin Crab, maybe? No, it's a Maui, okay. Interesting choice. Nice. Okay. So then let's go... She's only rushing for 2. It's not enough to kill the Maui. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Pongo. Ink the Queen of Hearts. And let's just keep aggro. I'm going to change my message on my... D-Day Madness. Mono red deck. Yes, goodbye horses. So we're gonna play... I wish you had Rush. You just have Reckless. Alright, well, you're gonna ditch something. And remember, viewers, if I actually win any games with this red deck, then that just means that Lump conquers all. Oh well. Fidget. Felicia. Yeah, use that Peter Pan's shadow again, why don't you? And there's the Be Prepared. Alright, let's pass turn. Well, see, not a useful card to get. Let's pass again. The goat. Why all these Mauis all of a sudden? Okay, yeah, this deck's wild. So let's, yeah, let's zap you. Let's ace you. And let's ink this Teeth and Ambitions here. Last turn. Well, that's... this deck is so terrible. It really is just... but hey, that seems appropriate. Like love itself, it's not always useful. Oh, well, more useful things. Let's, yeah, we'll play this. Let's go, let's put, yeah, 2 damage on this Maui. Let's put 2 damage on it, and we'll just pass. Yeah, well played. Decline. I don't need a second round. Alright, hey, wonderful to have everybody out for this ridiculous Valentine's Day edition of Lorcana Coffee Hour. We did get a little Kird aping in, but we also got this ridiculous all mono card deck in. Again, thanks again to GoGo for suggesting this. This was a hilarious thing to play, even if it wasn't super successful, and love did not conquer all. If you're new to the stream, remember, please click follow. It doesn't cost anything, and it really helps the channel out as I, slowly do my climb towards becoming an affiliate. And usually I'm here between 8 and 9 to 9:30 Central Time, Monday through Thursday, for having a little coffee and playing little cards. So we got off to a late start today, but tune in tomorrow at our regular time, and we will be back on schedule. So everybody have a really happy Valentine's Day, and I will see everyone again tomorrow morning.